Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well and feeling happy and healthy. If you enjoyed my last video about UFOs and alien encounters, you're gonna love this one. Today, I want to talk about the fascinating theory of panspermia. It's a really interesting idea that suggests life on Earth may have come from outer space. So grab a drink, get comfortable, and let's explore the theory together. Have you ever heard of panspermia? No? It's not some kinky term or a reference to an ancient supercontinent. Panspermia is actually a scientific idea that suggests life could have originated on one planet and then spread to others throughout the universe through things like comets and meteoroids. But what supports this theory? Well, scientists have found natural amino acids on comets and meteorites, which are the building blocks of proteins, essential for life as we know it. This discovery has led to the suggestion that these molecules may have played a role in the emergence of life not only on Earth, but also on other planets. Recent studies have also shed light on the remarkable survival capabilities of certain species of fungi in the harsh conditions of outer space. These fungi have been observed to withstand extreme temperatures, radiation exposure, vacuum, and other elemental stressors that would be lethal to most life forms. Notable among these species are the Cryomyces antarcticus, which can survive in a dried state after exposure to space conditions. Cladosporum saphiroperum, which has been found to survive in the vacuum of space. Aspergillus niger, a common mold that can withstand high levels of radiation and vacuum. And Rhodotorula mucilaginus, a yeast that has been detected on the International Space Station. The presence of such resilient life forms on interstellar objects, combined with the discovery of amino acids on comets and meteorites, provides compelling evidence for the possibility of panspermia, the idea that life may have originated on one planet and then spread to others throughout the universe. These findings open up new avenues for research on the origins of evolution of life in the universe. Isn't that mind-blowing, folks? The fact that certain fungi can survive in outer space just adds more fuel to the fiery debate of panspermia. Are we just space fungi waiting to spread our spores to new planets? Who knows? Let me know in the comments what you think. So, we've just learned about amino acids found in asteroids and comets, as well as fungi thriving in the vacuum of space. But let's take a step back and think about the very beginning of life on Earth. Can you guess which group of organisms were the first to evolve complex multicellularity? The red algae, also known as rhodophytes. These fascinating organisms had already evolved these features around 1.2 billion years ago during the Proterozoic eon, as evidenced by fossil records. What's even cooler is that red algae often grows symbiotically with fungi. Talk about teamwork in the evolution of life on our planet. Fungi and red algae are like the Batman and Robin of the microbial world. They can team up in various ways to fight against the harshness of the elements. One of their favorite relationships is the mutualistic one, where both partners reap the rewards. A great example is the mycorrhizal association between fungi and red algae in the roots of cycads. Here, the fungus provides a cozy and nutrient-rich environment for the red algae, while the algae pay it back with photosynthetic products that the fungus can use as an energy source. But not all relationships are sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes, red algae can be freeloaders and grow on the surface of fungal mycelia or fruiting bodies without really contributing anything to the fungi's life. That's what we call a commensal relationship. And then there are the bad apples. Parasitic fungi can infect and consume red algae, leaving them with nothing but a dry shell. It's a cruel world out there, and sometimes even the best of friendships can turn into bitter rivalry. It's fascinating to imagine a scenario where the early Earth was covered in a blanket of fungi and then an asteroid or comet carrying amino acids collided with the planet. While we don't know the full extent of how life on Earth first emerged, it's possible that red algae, which were already evolving complex multicellularity around 1.2 billion years ago, formed a symbiotic relationship with fungi to access additional nutrients and energy sources. This could have led to the development of more complex life forms. However, it's important to note that this is still a hypothesis, and further research is needed to better understand the origin of life on Earth. But regardless of how it all started, the fact that life exists at all is a remarkable and awe-inspiring phenomenon that continues to captivate scientists and lay people alike. Fungi are an ancient and diverse group of organisms that have been a part of Earth's ecosystem for billions of years. The earliest known fossils of fungi date back to the early Paleoproterozoic era, around 2.4 billion years ago. These fossils, found in rock forms in Tobina Formation in Western Australia, consist of thread-like structures that are believed to be fungal mycelia. However, the identification of these structures as fungi is still debated by scientists. It is important to note that the fossil record of fungi is limited and often challenging to interpret. Many fungal structures are soft-body and may not fossilize well. Be that as it may, it's worth considering fungi are a highly diverse and ecologically important group of organisms that have existed on Earth for billions of years. Although the fossil records of fungi is limited and sometimes difficult to interpret, we have discovered evidence of complex fungal structures that date back at least 400 million years. These fossils, which include spores, hyphae, and fruiting bodies, demonstrate that fungi had already evolved complex, sophisticated reproductive systems and diversitized into multiple lineages by this time. This suggests that fungi had been an important part of Earth's ecosystem for a much longer period than previously thought, and that they may have played a significant role in shaping the planet's early history. It's also interesting to think about this. Our DNA is 98% identical to fungus. Maybe other things are the exact same. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me take you on a journey through time and space. Our universe is estimated to be 13.8 billion years old. Actually, a little bit older than that because of the new telescope in space is finding these galaxies that are really, really far away and make no sense. So maybe the Big Bang is just something that needs to be changed. And in the early stages, stars were forming that were hundreds of times bigger than our sun. These massive stars only survived a few million years before exploding and scattering complex elements throughout the universe in the form of dust. Over time, this dust combined to form asteroids, some of which eventually collided with our planet. As we explore the mystery of life, we find that the attributes of our planet was crucial in its development. The abundance of phyllospates, also known as clay, on Earth allowed for the slow release of water, giving the planet time to create the atmosphere to hold evaporated water in. But where did life come from? The answer remains elusive, but one theory is that it arrived on Earth through Panspermia, the idea that life could have originated on one planet and dispersed throughout the universe through comets, meteorites, and other forms of interplanetary transport. The dust and asteroids that brought water to our planet may have also brought the building blocks of life, such as amino acids. So, let's imagine a scene where our young planet is covered in fungi, then suddenly an amino acid-rich asteroid collides with it. This collision could have triggered the evolution of more complex life forms, with red algae and fungi forming mutualistic relationships that ultimately led to the emergence of life as we know it. The mystery of life's origin continues to baffle us, but through exploring the formation of our planet and the possibilities of panspermia, we can begin to piece together a fascinating and awe-inspiring story of how we came to be. All right, folks, let's take a step back from accidental panspermia. and talk about a more intentional version, directed panspermia. This is a concept that could change the way you think about the origin of life on Earth and beyond. It's the idea that a highly advanced civilization could intentionally send microbial life like bacteria or fungi from one planet to another. Now, this idea was first proposed by Francis Crick, a Nobel Prize winner, a biologist, and his colleague Leslie Orgel in the 1970s. They suggested that directed panspermia could be a possible explanation for how life on Earth originated. It's not a far-fetched idea either. We know that life can travel through space on its own, through natural means like comets and meteorites, but directed panspermia takes it a step further and suggests that an extraterrestrial civilization could purposely send life to seed or study the potential for sustaining life on other planets. Pretty mind-blowing stuff, huh? Let's dive deeper into this concept and see where it takes us. Sometimes, late at night, I find myself pondering about the possibility of an advanced civilization that intentionally sent its own life to distant planets. But what if that civilization was actually us? What if we possess the ability to comprehend complex mathematical concepts and obscure ideas because we are the descendants of a civilization that did just that? It's an interesting thought experiment, especially when we consider the evidence of advanced civilizations that existed on Earth long ago. Megalithic structures scattered across the world point to the stars and suggest a trajectory towards an advanced existence. However, what if that trajectory was disrupted by an event, such as an impact that occurred 13,000 years ago? These are intriguing questions that push us to consider the vast possibilities of our own origin story. Have you ever wondered about the possibility of an advanced civilization out there who intentionally sent their life forms across the universe to ensure their survival? What if we are the descendants of such a civilization? What if the megalithic structures all around the world pointing towards the stars are evidence of our trajectory towards a highly advanced existence? But what if we were halted in our tracks by some kind of impact? Perhaps it was the pursuit of an expanded consciousness that caused the aliens to intervene. What if the control mechanism we see in society today, like the criminalization of psychedelic substances, are a way to suppress our potential for unlocking new levels of awareness and evolving into a higher civilization? These are some fascinating ideas that may seem like mere speculation, but who knows what lies beyond our current understanding of reality. Expanding on the concept of directed panspermia, imagine if the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs was not a random event, but rather a deliberate act by an advanced extraterrestrial civilization. What if they knew that the emergence of intelligent life was impossible with the presence of these giant reptiles? This may seem like a far-fetched idea, but there is some evidence to suggest that the asteroid impact was not the only factor in the extinction of the dinosaurs. What if the same civilization that eliminated the dinosaurs also had a hand in the evolution of humans? Perhaps they identified Earth as a viable host for advanced life and decided to seed it with the necessary ingredients. One possibility is that they introduced psychedelic mushrooms in the aftermath of an ice age, which allowed our primate ancestors to evolve into the intelligent beings we are today. This idea may seem outlandish, but it is not without scientific support. Psychedelic mushrooms contain psilocybin, which has been shown to increase brain connectivity and promote neuroplasticity. This means that they may have played a role in the evolution of human consciousness. Of course, this is all just speculation, but it raises some interesting questions. Could it be possible that our evolution was guided by an extraterrestrial intelligence? And if so, what implications does this have for our understanding of the universe and our place in it? Well, thanks for tuning in, my friends. I'm always thinking about new ideas and concepts and love sharing them with you all. I hope this video sparked your curiosity and got you thinking about the origins of life. As I continue to explore these topics, I'm excited to produce more content and share it with you. Remember to set goals for yourself and work hard to achieve them. It's remarkable that life emerged on our planet, and even more remarkable that we have the capacity to understand it. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing to my channel. Your support is crucial in helping me continue to create content that is thought-provoking and inspiring. If you have any suggestions for further topics, leave them in the comments below and I'll do my best to research and present them. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all my latest videos. Let's come together and spread peace, love, and curiosity. Much love to you all. Peace out.